Tyla has a branding issue that now has created a PR issue. Let's break it down, shall we? I'm Latoya Cooper, your brand strategist, elevating women entrepreneurs into iconic powerhouses that drive big profits. Buckle up. Being able to sell yourself, the skill of selling your value, is now quickly becoming a requirement. Fortunately, the music industry and the entertainment industry is still using a lot of antiquated processes and strategies that simply no longer work. Ask Beyonce. It's clearly obvious that Tyla does not have a team that is culturally diverse enough to read or prepare her for the rooms that they're pushing her into. In America, the Black community holds the power of influence. If the Black community accepts you, trusts you, more than likely everybody else will follow. This is why we see Tyla's team pushing her or placing her into a lot of different Black spaces, with the assumption that she will be accepted like she's been accepted by the South African community, simply based on the fact that she's racially ambiguous with no regard to cultural differences at play. Tyla was thrown out in front of the American people without building any relationship or trust. Who is Tyla's American fan? Her team made the assumption that a viral sound equaled that the American people wanted the product, without sharing anything about the product. Tyla is the product that is being shoved in front of people's faces without even getting to know or studying the people that she's being placed in front of. What does Tyla have in common with the American people? How has she shown connection outside of being a beautiful young lady? Exactly. That's what I thought. You couldn't answer that. Tyla's team did not think they were going to have to start at square one with Tyla when introducing her to the American people, but they are going to have to go back and re-establish this connection at some point. They have been ignoring this, but the demand for this is getting louder and louder, and they will have to address this at some point in Tyla's career very soon. Right now, the American people do not trust Tyla. The American people do not know who Tyla is. Tyla's team is going to have to teach her how to build trust, how to build connection, how to build bond, and how to express commonalities with the American people. This all goes back to branding and expressing it in all forms. Speaking to what she has in common with those in her age group, the life challenges that she's experiencing that others may be able to relate to, sharing her values, sharing her goals and the things that she sees for herself in the future, and sharing vulnerable moments throughout her experience and journey. Nothing wrong with being confident. Think about the people we love in our lives who we know so well, and when they're happy and they're confident, we just want to cheer them on because we understand their journey and we understand their story and we want to see them win. However, without the connection, it can come across quite disrespectful and kind of weird. And this is an example of what we're seeing right before our eyes. What can we learn from Tyla as women entrepreneurs with personality-driven brands? The skill of selling your value is a requirement. No one can do that for you. You will have to learn that. You can bring people in to teach you how to do it, but at the end of the day, you are responsible for executing that before the world. Media training is definitely helpful if you plan on being an iconic powerhouse of any kind. Most importantly, branding is about speaking your customer's love language. In order to speak the right customer's love language, you have to study that customer, regardless if you're starting out, regardless if you have a big organization, regardless if you are on a big platform like Tyla. It all applies. Listen to your customer so you can connect with your customer in a way that feels good for everybody involved. It is a mutually nurturing relationship, like any other relationship that you value. I'm Latoya Cooper, your brand strategist, elevating women entrepreneurs into iconic powerhouses that drive big profits. If this is a skill that you're looking to improve, make sure you're on my email list. Before I get out of here, I want to mention one thing. If you've been following me for a while, you know I like to look at things from a deeper angle. And one thing that has been brought forward for me as I'm watching everything unfold around Tyla is how what is being demanded of her is going to require her to grow, mature, to learn, to expand herself in a way that she probably has not really envisioned for herself at this point. She's in a season of her life where she wants to have fun, she wants to dance, she wants to sing, she wants to entertain, but it is apparent to me that there is a bigger calling on her life, and what's happening now is really going to set her up for some seasons later in her life. I'm excited to see how this all unfolds and at what point in her life she embraces the bigger calling that's way bigger than music.